course, guys, we are hearing now that more and more teams are interested in Tyler Herro. It's just not just the Brooklyn Nets. No, we're hearing that the Utah Jazz, of course, Danny Ainge is always trying to get somebody at discount. The Chicago Bulls, I've said it before, dude. The Chicago Bulls probably look at Tyler Herro as a cheaper, more efficient version of Zach LaVine. And the Hornets, they probably see him like, oh, crap. We can turn Terry Rozier into Tyler Herro. Or maybe Gordon Hayward's expiring contract into Tyler Herro. Oh my God, LaMelo Ball, Tyler Herro, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, PJ Washington, Mark Williams. That's kind of nice. And of course the Nets, or the teams, according to Jake Al Fisher, who I've met, are interested in Tyler Herro. Quote, if the Portland Trailblazers ultimately do business with Miami, the Jazz, the Bulls, the Hornets, the Nets, are considered teams interested in landing Tyler Herro from the Heat. And why wouldn't they be? Let's just be honest. Tyler Herro is a guy that if we had to describe what Tyler Herro brings to a team at this point in his career, he's a guy that I've always enjoyed Tyler Herro. And he's been a guy who's a 20-point scorer over the last 2 years. And yes, I know he has T-Rex arms. He's 6'5" with a 6'3" wingspan. But this guy's one of the most confident players in the league. He's hit huge clutch shots. He's willing to take any shot. There isn't a bad shot in his mind. And dude, once he's on fire, he's literally ice in his veins. And he has the makings of an elite outside shooter. He's become a better spot-up shooter. He can shoot off the dribble. Dude, he's got a floater that's insane. And his defense isn't bad. It's just that sometimes he doesn't have the best IQ, and he has 6'3" arms on a 6'5" frame, but 6'3" wingspan. So he's got T-Rex arms. So it's not ideal. But that's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts. If you guys want to support independent journalism, hit that like and subscribe button. It'll mean the world, as we're on the way to 20,000 subscribers, and your support would mean so much. Now, I do think it's interesting to see how everything's playing out, because Tyler Herro is a good basketball player, a guy that if I was running an NBA team and I knew there was an opportunity to get him, I would do what I could to get him, because guys like him don't become available regularly. Now, I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think the going rate for Tyler Herro is? I just think 1 first-round pick, because the contract isn't an overpay, but it's not the most ideal contract. Let's be honest. There's probably, but the whole thing, it depends on the team. Like, if you're the Chicago Bulls, you probably think, oh, damn, Zach LaVine, Tyler Herro. If we get Tyler Herro, we can move on from LaVine. At the end of the day, it comes down to, what do you guys think? I think Tyler Herro is definitely worth it if you think he's going to be the difference maker for your team, especially for a guy who's the borderline all-star right now. Do you think he's going to be, able to take your team to a higher level? I mean, when they drafted him, he was a big reason why they made that first finals run. Okay, that's like something we have to admit. Like, they wouldn't have gone on that finals run if it wasn't for Tyler Herro. And I think him just being able to continue to work on his craft, he's a guy who's gotten more efficient, gotten better as a ball handler, and just as a player every single season, year in and year out, to the point where you're recognizing, yeah, this kid is putting the work in. And I'm not a Tyler Herro fan. But again, it goes down to the thing that, what is the right value deal? What is the deal that's, when you look at it, you're like, okay, we can work with this. This isn't that bad of a deal. It's manageable. And I think that's kind of where we're getting at in the point of this whole trade debacle. So what is considered manageable and what is considered, out of pocket? And we're seeing Utah Jazz, the Hornets, the Nets, okay, the Bulls. I really want to know who the Bulls are offering. The Bulls offering like Lonzo Ball to somebody and like saying, hey, y'all take Ball, we'll love you. Because that's my assumption. Because really that's Ball, Pat Williams, Caruso is like their trade package. And then like Dalen Terry and like Julian Phillips. So that's kind of what I'm getting at. When I look at that, I'm like, oh, that's probably what they're trading. Not that I think it's bad or anything. It's just like, okay, I think that those are deals that can easily be surpassed by the other teams. So I think if you're a Bulls fan, don't expect Tyler Herro. I think that's it. Of all the guys, he's probably the teams that are talking, that's probably the least likely, if we're gonna be quite frank, guys. No offense. Love me some Tyler Herro. But yeah, no. People aren't gonna be getting Tyler Herro that cheap. But it's definitely something I'd like to hear your guys' opinions. What do you think? I think one pick in players you're gonna get for Herro. That's also what I want to know. Will people just give terrible offers because they're like, we know what you need? But it's the complexity of trying to figure out trades in the NBA are going to be definitely interesting. But I want to hear your thoughts. And what are your guys' opinions when it comes to looking at, I guess you would say, like, look, Tyler Herro, is he an all-star? Or like, what's his ceiling? I've always said he's like the borderline all-star version of Devin Booker. Devin Booker's an all-NBA player. Tyler Herro's like borderline, an all-star. Nothing bad, nothing wrong with it. Just not, I think obviously what team could be the best, it really might be the Utah Jazz. But I think he ends up in Brooklyn, personally. It's just what we've heard all along. It seems like Brooklyn is who wants him the most. Plus, Cam Johnson, Tyler Herro, and Mikal Bridges sounds fantastic in my mind. I actually really don't mind that as a trio. I don't think I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, they're going to set the world on fire. Just wait. They're going to prove everyone wrong. No, I don't believe that at all. But I do believe that they'd be a better team than we give them credit for. And yeah, I'm keen to hear what you guys have to say with all this, just more and more time passing. It'll be interesting to see what ends up happening and why, and how close your guys' predictions, my predictions, were. Because, like I said, guys, the NBA is ever changing, and as you get older, you start to realize that the NBA is in the business of entertainment, and they're doing a great job of entertaining us with this whole, Damian Lillard situation. We probably wouldn't have thought we would be here, months ago, but look where we are. We thought a Dame trade would take a week or two. Well, hey, Kevin Durant's trade, that was mid-season, so every party involved was trying to get that deal done. But still crazy to think about it. And I don't know. I've thought about it. I think, by the end of this weekend, Dame will be on the Heat and Tyler will be somewhere else.